Welcome to our continuing series, Questions and Answers, from the works of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Today's subject is Equality, Part 6. From the Mother. In peace and silence, the Eternal manifests. Allow nothing to disturb you, and the Eternal will manifest. Have perfect equality in face of all, and the Eternal will be there. Yes, we should not put too much intensity, too much effort in our seeking for Thee. The effort and intensity become a veil in front of Thee. We must not desire to see Thee, for that is still a mental agitation which obscures Thy eternal presence. It is in the most complete peace, serenity, and equality that all is Thou, even as Thou art all, and the least vibration in this perfectly pure and calm atmosphere is an obstacle to Thy manifestation. No haste, no inquietude, no tension. Thou, nothing but Thou, without any analysis or any objectivizing. And Thou art there without a possible doubt, for all becomes a holy peace and a sacred silence. And that is better than all the meditations in the world. From Sri Aurobindo. The Gita tells us that equality of soul and mind is yoga, and that this equality is the foundation of the Brahman state. That high infinite consciousness to which the yogin aspires. Now, equality of mind means universality, for without universality of soul, there may be a state of indifference or an impartial self-control or a well-governed equality of temperament. But these are not the thing that is meant. The equality spoken of is not indifference or impartiality or equability, but a fundamental oneness of attitude to all persons and all things and happenings, because of the perception of all as the one. What then are the lines of Karma Yoga laid down by the Gita? Its key principle, its spiritual method, can be summed up as the union of two largest and highest states of powers of consciousness, equality and oneness. The kernel of its method is an unreserved acceptance of the divine in our life as in our inner self and spirit. An inner renunciation of personal desire leads to equality, accomplishes our total surrender to the divine, supports a delivery from dividing ego, which brings us oneness. Attaining to a perfect equality in the soul, mind, and heart, we realize our true self of oneness, one with all beings, one too with that which expresses itself in them, and in all that we see and experience. This equality and this oneness are the indispensable twin foundation we must lay down for a divine being, a divine consciousness, a divine action. Not one with all, we are spiritually not divine, not equal souled to all things, happenings, and creatures. We cannot see spiritually, cannot know divinely, cannot feel divinely towards others. The supreme power, the one eternal and infinite, is equal to all things and to all beings. And because it is equal, it can act with an absolute wisdom according to the truth of its works and its force, and according to the truth of each thing and of every creature. The whole movement of nature becomes to its experience a rising and falling of waves on the surface that makes no difference to its own unfathomable peace, its wide delight, its vast universal equality, or its boundless God existence. There are certain semblances of an equal spirit which must not be mistaken for the profound and vast spiritual equality which the Gita teaches. There is an equality of disappointed resignation, an equality of pride, an equality of hardness and indifference. All these are egoistic in their nature. Inevitably, they come in the course of the sadhana, but they must be rejected or transformed into the true quietude. There is too, on a higher level, the equality of the stoic, the equality of a devout resignation or a sage detachment, the equality of a soul aloof from the world and indifferent to its doings. These too are insufficient. First approaches they can be, but they are at most early soul phases only, or imperfect mental preparations for our entry into the true and absolute self-existent, wide, equal oneness of the Spirit.